What if your favorite movie wasn't just entertainment? What if your favorite pop song was crafted to steer your beliefs, not just your emotions? What if the biggest stars in the world were being used, willingly or not, as tools of influence? From CIA-backed scripts to military-edited blockbusters, from mind control research to culture engineering pop idols, this is a story of how the entertainment industry became one of the greatest psychological weapons in American history. Let's go back to the beginning, when Hollywood was still figuring out what it wanted to be. By the time World War II hit, America realized something powerful. Movies weren't just flickering pictures, they were persuasive. That's when the Office of War Information, or OWI, stepped in. They began working hand in hand with Hollywood studios to craft pro-American, pro-war films. Frank Capra, director of It's a Wonderful Life, literally worked on a film series called Why We Fight, a government-produced documentary designed to boost morale and justify the war. This was the first large-scale psyop using Hollywood, and it worked. Fast forward to the Cold War, and now it's not just the morale, it's the ideology. Anti-communist narratives exploded across TV and film. Scripts were edited by the Pentagon and CIA. Some never even made it to the screen unless they got the green light. Movies became weapons, and the battlefield, your mind. Now we can talk about the CIA. From the 1950s onward, the CIA began investing heavily in cultural production. This wasn't just spying overseas, it was about controlling the domestic narrative. Ever heard of Operation Mockingbird? It was a secret CIA program to influence journalists and media figures in the US. While it officially ended decades ago, its ripple effects never stopped. Then there's the infamous entertainment liaison offices, public relation departments run by the military and intelligence communities that approve, deny, or even rewrite scripts in exchange for access to equipment, locations, and personnel. Want to use a real fighter jet in your movie? Then the Pentagon has to approve your script. That's why in films like Top Gun, Zero Dark 30, or even Transformers, the US military looks squeaky clean, brave, and unbeatable. But the darker side, these agencies just don't help with the movies, they sometimes initiate them. According to declassified documents, the CIA had hands in hundreds of productions. Many times they're not credited, you never even know they were involved. But it's not just about the movies. Let's talk about music. Pop culture is one of the most powerful tools of social engineering, and some say the psyops didn't stop at the big screen. They went straight to your earbuds. There are decades-old rumors that certain celebrities were groomed, scripted, or even mind-controlled to push particular ideas. Do you think that's far-fetched? Then let's talk about Project MK Ultra, a real declassified program that experimented with mind control techniques using drugs, hypnosis, psychological trauma, and sometimes magic. Some researchers believe elements of MK Ultra leaked into the entertainment world. There's even a theory called Monarch programming, a supposed offshoot of MK Ultra linked to a bizarre behavior among pop stars like Britney Spears, Kanye West, and Miley Cyrus. Sudden breakdowns, glitchy interviews, reprogramming stints in rehab, coincidence or malfunctioning puppets. Music videos, lyrics, and performances are often loaded with symbolism. Eyes, butterflies, checkerboards, pyramids. Are they just artistic choices or subtle indoctrinations? And then there's the message: hypersexualization, narcissism, materialism, all sold to us as empowerment. But what if it's not empowering you, it's pacifying you? In the 21st century, the game changed. It's no longer just movies or music, it's your entire digital reality. Welcome to algorithmic warfare. Social media platforms are now the #1 distributor of entertainment. But behind every swipe is a machine learning model shaping what you see. And behind that, some of the same agencies that shaped Hollywood decades ago. Facebook has worked with DARPA. Google's origins trace back to CIA-backed venture capital firms. TikTok is under fire for potential data manipulation. Your timeline isn't neutral, it's a battleground, and the new psyops don't need film reels. They just need trending sounds, memes, and influencers. Why would powerful entities go through all this trouble? Because influence is power. If you can control how people feel, you can control how they vote, buy, and behave. If you shape the stories, you shape reality. The average American consumes over 7 hours of screen time a day. That's 7 hours of programming, not just TV programming, literal programming. But here's the good news.